Hello, I'm here at the University of Nebraska, and there's a growing epidemic in students, teachers, faculty members, and even student athletes abusing this drug called 1,3-trimethyl-1H-purine 2,6,3H-7H-dione 3,7-dihydro 1,3,7-trimethyl-1H-purine 2,6-dione, otherwise known as caffeine. Now recently, our network dragged down this Mugatu character who is a notorious drug dealer, and we got an exclusive interview with him and also one of his top clients. Let's see what they have to say. This is Mugatu. Our broadcasting network wants to be on his good side because he has killed before, so we don't want to leak his real name. But anyways, Mugatu was a notorious drug dealer in the Lincoln area. He distributes his products globally and experienced tremendous success in his drug dealing career. He has been on the FBI's most wanted since 2008 and is now the most wanted criminal in America.
Let's face it, today's day and age, it's tough to make an honest dollar. I know, I've tried. I've worked my fair share of honest jobs, working long hours, bouncing back and forth from job to job, and it made me tired. And I turned to caffeine. It was my favorite drug of choice, and through caffeine, I met my mentor. His name was Hansel. Hansel taught me everything I needed to know about distributing and making caffeine. He taught me how to make it into all different types of forms. I can make it into solids, I can make it into liquids, or I can make it into gases. Whatever my client prefers. And everything was great between Hansel and I. He was the master craftsman, and I was the young apprentice. He taught me so much, until one fateful afternoon. I still remember it like it was yesterday. The day was June 7th, 2007. It was snowing that day, so you know it's not a good day when it's a blizzard in June. And we had just come inside from sled riding. Hansel said he had to make a quick stop to one of his new clients. Just an in and out deal. Turned out it was a sting operation. The cops got him. He was busted with over 100 pounds of caffeine on him, which equates roughly into 7 Mountain Dews. Miss Hansel, life in prison, no parole. I have many distribution points, most I can't talk about now, but my biggest one is at the training table. Athletes are always trying to get jacked up, and they make up about 90% of my clientele. Being a caffeine distributor is amazing. It's the best job in the world. I get paid the big bucks, and I don't have to pay taxes. But don't call me a caffeine dealer. What do you deal? You deal cards. Call me a free trade capitalist.
Yo, yeah, what you hear about me is right. I am a caffeine addict. And for some reason, I'm already feeling a lot of judgment coming out of you, and I don't even know who you are or where you are, alright? And plus, if you're in my position, you'd probably be a caffeine addict as well. I mean, I don't even want to call myself a caffeine addict. I want to call myself more so of a resource utilizer. I'm basically just utilizing my resources, taking advantage of any substance I can get my hands on to make the most of my life, alright? Yeah, I'm an athlete, and that means I have to go to study hall at the end of the day. But like I said, I go through long days, so at study hall, I have a tough time staying awake. Then all of a sudden, I heard about this magical substance that helps you stay awake. And I was like, where can I get some of that? And from what I heard, there's multiple distribution points, but the best stuff is served at the training table. And I was like, heck yeah, I'm going to oblige. Over time, I became well acquainted with Mugatu. I mean, I went over to his house for barbecues, watched the Super Bowl together, so I know where he lives. And plus, I got to the point where I memorized his schedule, so I know when he's not home. That way, I can get free caffeine for myself. I can just stop on by whenever I want and just take his caffeine. I mean, he's got the best of the best. And free caffeine? There's nothing in the world better than that. And plus, there's so many ways you can take caffeine. My favorite way is to drink it, but you can also snort it, you can eat it, you can inject it, you can breathe it, and now they're coming with a so unique way where you can just smoke it. Oh my gosh, mind blown, right? I know, seriously. But you know what the best part is about all this? Is that it doesn't even show up on drug tests unless you take a substantial amount. Like, how great is that? Does that not sound like the best thing ever?